What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Slam Nest Podcast. I am Superhero Joe, your friendly neighborhood host, content creator, joined by Chiplet Six, Ekis Cult, and the dad of the whole thing. What it is what it is. 98, Dennis. What up, babes? How we doing?
What's good?
We missed Marshall last week. I was sad.
Yeah,
Everybody was sad that Marshall
Sad
wasn't
life.
here. It happens. You know, we were sitting
Not
here
the same.
bored out of our minds, not knowing what the fuck to do, but we were here.
It was really sad because I wanted to play Halo after that too.
Yeah, your internet just said no, not today.
Yeah, so
um,
that's what's up.
well, we talked a lot about New Year's goals and resolutions. We talked about things we had planned for content and yada yada yada. But we're gonna take a break from that and kind of switch gears back to a good chunk of the portion of this podcast and talk metal. And I thought it would be a good idea, or actually Dennis came with the idea that it would be to talk about our favorite projects from last year and future projects that we're hoping to hear about. Everyone's going to know mine. I've said it 1,000 times. Last year, I still think Spirit Box and Knock Loose were like tied for me. I can't argue that both of those were just amazing projects. And then this upcoming year, we talked about it on my stream. I really want to see if Crystal Lake does some cool shit. I really think we'll get maybe a track or two towards the end of the year. Just because I know that they did a lot of shit last year with Into the Great Beyond. So I'm hoping that we get something from Crystal Lake. And obviously, I'm really hopeful for KubaCon. This is their release schedule time frame. They release a single and then boom, record comes out. So I'm hopeful for KubaCon and Crystal Lake. And oh my God, I need something just meaty. And I'm hopeful for Spite. I'm going to throw that in. That'd be my little ringer. But
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to Spite for sure.
oh God. Well, hit me with yours, Eric. What you got? What's your last year and this year?
Albums, I still don't think I've decided on albums, honestly. But I definitely know my EP. It's 1056. No
Yeah.
question.
Oh,
No question. Knocked Loose was great. Spirit Box, their album was good. But 1056 was the big surprise for me. They encompass basically everything that I look for in heavy music. And plus they got the alien sounds. All the screeches and scratches. Which is
very, very off the wall. I
that
love
shit
it.
makes me hard, man. So yeah, 1056, fucking no question. That shit was amazing. I listen to it at least once a day.
I got into them last year, and that was like, where was this band a minute ago? Like, I had no idea. It came with guns blazing. But is there a band or anybody that you're looking forward to checking out next year or this upcoming year? Like anything that you've got your eye on? Like, oh, I want to see what this band does next.
Yeah, Darknet's always one for me. That's a band that
Wow.
not a lot of people know about.
I know
Yeah,
very little, and that's only because a friend
Yeah.
showed me a song a
Yeah.
while back. So
Yeah,
Now I'm
yeah.
curious.
They're I think it was their first full length, which was back in like 2015 or 2016. It was a long time ago, but yeah, that first full length really put them on the map for me, and their style is incredible. And they're also like really experimental, and they do a whole bunch of different kind of genre blending as well, which I typically don't like, but the way they do it, I like it a lot. And they're a much smaller band, even though they've been around for a long time. They've had a little bit of trouble getting exposure, which I can understand because it's just so oversaturated. It's so hard to
Yeah.
get your foot in the door. But they're incredible. They're super fucking talented, and they deserve a lot more recognition than they're getting. So
I'm gonna look into
they're
them because I've heard the name, and I'm pretty sure I've seen a music video or something like that before, relatively
Yeah.
recently, that somebody showed me.
They're
So
incredible.
I definitely should check them out more. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still just waiting for them to get the recognition that they deserve. So they're always on my list.
Well, that's what we do. That's what we're here for. Spread the word. Light the fires.
The
Marshall.
metal ambassadors.
Yeah, exactly.
My favorite this past year was Dying Wish. I love that. Archspire,
Yeah.
Cannibal
Oh, yeah.
Corpse, and Street Soldier, and Waken the Caterpillar. That was sick.
Street
I love
Soldier's
all
been
that
on my daily
jam.
mix, and I just don't turn it off. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go.
But to be honest, like this past year is like the first year that I didn't like just listen to one album all the time. I was just listening to a whole bunch of different shit all the time. Like
Yeah.
I probably listened to Dying Wish. It was my favorite album, but I only listened to it probably like 3 times.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
that's strong.
But for this year, 2022, I want to see more Maximum the Hormone so bad.
Wow.
I want it so
Elite.
bad.
Elite
I want
gamer.
it bad. Yeah, they released a couple of singles and they're so good. I can't wait for an album.
You showed them to me in like 2019, and they still will pop up on like just Spotify playlists that I made throughout like all that year. And like I will go back every now and then and just vibe, dude. If anytime I play Destiny by myself, I have Maximum the Hormone on most of the time. It's such good feel good music. It's I love it. Dennis hit me. I already know like 2 of yours. Hit me.
Yeah, probably for my favorite last year's album, probably just Degraders.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then EP probably the Knock Loose.
I
And
thought
then
you were gonna say
who-
Darko or
Oh, yeah.
was it
Well,
last
yeah.
year or the year before that Darko did their?
Yeah, they did their album last year. I was gonna say, yeah, for who I'm excited to see like this year, yeah, Darko's second album. I think they're gonna drop again. And then more
Darko,
Extortionist.
You mean Darko US, right?
Yeah, Darko, yes, yeah.
Okay. What's the regular Darko? I don't get it.
I don't know actually. I don't know if there's
It must be like
another
a band.
another Darko artist or something. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
in another country, it must be.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of really cool, crazy projects that we could probably go on and on about constantly. I'm fixing that.
Yeah, there's
Dead
a lot of
Vector's
bands I'm
good.
excited to hear this year.
The thing,
Dead Vectors need some claps,
yes.
bro.
And like I said, just
Bro.
this past year, there's tons of great bands that I listened to, like Vatican. That was awesome.
Oh yeah,
Shit, I mean, Dennis could name a whole lot more, and I'm like, yep, that one too.
I listened to.
Yeah, that one.
I think it was on Thursday. I listened to Vane, and
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I was like, I think it was like the first or second time I
they
listened to
just
Vane, and they were.
released a single, right?
That was.
yeah, new single. They're gonna drop an album like early March.
I feel like I had heard of them before, but like that was like my first time really listening to them, and
Yeah.
I'm curious to see more from them. Dead Vectors is another one that I definitely want to hear from.
Yeah,
We reacted to them early in the year last year, and
even
I
though we got
loved
like
them.
10 projects from them.
No,
last
that's what
year.
I'm saying. They
Oh, I
deserve
loved
because
it. They were crazy.
pushed out
They were
so
insane,
much
yeah.
content, dude.
Did
It's
Code Orange
insane.
release their album last year? Was that
I-
last year?
I think
think-
that was 2020.
Was that
What?
2020?
I think
Might
it was
be.
2020.
But
I think you're right.
the thing with the pandemic, we briefly touched on this before too, is like I hate it, but I love it that this just gave everybody like the time they needed to create, and we've been sitting here patiently waiting, and the music that's just been funneling out has been fantastic, and we've got some really interesting
Yeah.
projects. I think what I want to see bands do this upcoming year is really get creative with it when it comes to music videos. I love watching really good music videos. I still do that shit on in my background. I have a whole YouTube playlist that'll just play almost like Spotify. I have shit in there that I really like watching or like having on in the background on my big monitor, whatever. Big flex. Fuck you guys. I really want to see some more crazy music videos. I want to see artistic expression in a lot of different forms. I love that shit. That's just me. I love good cinematography. I love really good storytelling. So I really want to see some crazy shit from some of these bands. And of course, I want to see some shit on
Yeah.
tour too. Oh, I need some heat. Marshall, what did you had some fucking headline you wanted to talk about?
Topic. Okay,
You
you
said
ready?
it was a headline of
So,
sorts.
back in the 90s, where black metal was thriving, right, with all the controversy and burning churches and all that stuff, right?
Lit.
Emperor and Cradle of Filth was on tour together back in '94, I believe, and the drummer for Emperor was drunk as all get out and went up to Danny Filth and admitted to homophobic murders that he has committed. And
What?
Danny has just now come out and said it because he thought he was joking, but it was completely true.
Bro, only in black metal.
You're right.
Only in fucking black metal, dog. Like what?
I could see Danny
I
Fields
thought
just
he
being
was
like,
joking.
ah, fuck. Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
right? Like wow.
Whoops.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's funny as
What the
shit,
hell?
dude. It's not funny, but that's
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
it's kind of funny too.
It's.
Yeah.
I'm laughing at the fact that Danny Fields was like, yo, you
Yeah,
was serious? Fuck.
Yeah, like it took him this long to realize
lot
he was
of-
serious.
A lot of people still talk about like white supremacist black metal bands, but
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I've never personally seen them. Like I know
No, I've never met one
Yeah.
or seen one. Yeah.
No.
That's
Yeah.
fucking weird. That's a thing? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, like black metal and Nazism is hand in hand, bro. For some reason. I don't-
Really?
Yeah, I don't get it.
What the fuck? I just started getting
Yeah.
into black metal. I'm finna get out. Goddamn it.
Yeah, he said,
I'm
okay,
finna
never mind.
retreat.
It's not like that though. Like I feel you,
Yeah.
Marshall. I haven't seen.
Right.
Maybe there's like a clique or a sect of a kind of black metal that's associated with that kind of shit. But
like a subgenre, which is something really off the wall.
Well, really,
Yeah,
back
maybe.
in the day, like bands like Mayhem and stuff were those bands. They were the like.
yeah, I mean, I watched some
Into that
interviews with
shit.
Varg on the whole situation with
Yeah,
Euronymous and
like-
all that shit, and I know he mentioned that stuff for sure. But I've never seen it come across in their music.
I was
Not
gonna
that
say,
you can
like,
fucking understand
right,
it, but
I
Right,
don't
it
see
does
them at
not
like
show in
rallies or
music.
nothing. Like
Yeah.
it's not like I feel like
Yeah.
you can't do
Yeah.
that shit nowadays. Obviously, like I feel like if a black
Oh,
metal
you
band
can.
tried
I'm
to
sure
do
you
that
can.
shit,
I'm
it
sure
should
you
be
can, yeah.
real underground, in my opinion.
I think black metal is one of the only genres you could do that in because it's the most unpopular genre of music
It's
probably ever.
That's fair.
artistically-
So you can get away with like crazy shit like that probably. I
Yeah,
don't know, because it's not in the mainstream and it never will
I was
be.
to say, like, every black metal video I've ever watched has always just been some black and white forest video and somebody
True.
beheading a
Yeah,
goat.
with some corpse paint.
why
and-
they got
yeah.
so many trees?
Hitting a goat.
Elite joke. I've been saying elite a lot lately, and I don't know why. I've been playing too much Halo. I'm just
my
thinking of the
my
elites.
bio
Probably.
has always been elite gamer.
I've been like subconsciously just being like, that. Yeah, no, I like black metal, and I've really tried to get into it more and more, and tried to, because again, I really do like some of those videos. Some of them are really fucking off the wall, obviously. Some of them are predictable. Some of them are creative, but I think structure-wise, like I like how chaotic it is. I just like how
Cradle of Filth is one of my favorite bands.
I
of all
love Cradle.
time.
I want to
Yeah,
go see them live so bad. I thought that'd be really cool, but I haven't got a chance. They only tour over there, damn near.
Yeah, no.
I like aspects of black metal. I don't like
Yeah.
black metal.
You don't. You
I don't care
already
for the
don't like
paint and
blast
stuff.
beats.
Yeah, blast beats.
The what?
You
Yeah,
already don't
blast
like
beats.
Blast beats.
Well,
yeah.
it's not that I don't like them. I just don't like the whole song to be a blast beat.
Right.
That's
That's
Yeah.
fair.
That's black metal.
That's fair, yeah.
That's fair.
yeah. Like I like the aesthetics. I think it's cool. It's also super interesting because there's always
Yeah.
something going on that's just fucking nuts.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting to kind of see that world, but
In my
never
opinion,
like the
though,
music.
like black metal has a lot going for it, but it still doesn't shred. The guitarists never like rip out a solo or a riff ever. It's look,
If-
their riffs are like chords just.
Even if they did, bro, you wouldn't be able to hear it. Like a black metal guitar
Right,
tone sounds
yeah,
like a
right.
fucking dying cat. That's exactly what they
True.
want.
True.
That's what they go for.
It's
and
part
they
of the
accomplish
aesthetic.
it.
I get it.
They
Yeah,
recorded it
yeah.
with the 1995 Honda.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, with a crazy spoiler.
So I think that would be a good little subtopic to kind of veer off into, making a car reference. What is it about a band that you are sold on? We might have touched on this before, but I don't think we have at the same time. Like, is there?
Yeah,
What does that have to
did
do with a
talk
car?
about it.
we have.
We
we
said the production. The production is what.
No,
Yeah,
no,
we
I'm
did,
not
yeah.
talking about like talking about like the band. Like, are you you fuck with a guitarist more, or do you fuck with a drummer or bassist, or do you focus on vocals? For me, it's the bassist. I fuck with the bassist heavy on almost every band I listen to.
I think it's all pretty equal to me.
No shot.
Guitar for me.
Yeah,
No shot. No.
Yeah.
like honestly,
me
like,
probably vocalist, yeah.
Oh, so we could just
honest-
start a band then. There we go.
I was honestly about to say like the vocals are like probably the least interesting to me. Maybe.
You know what?
Maybe.
It's in terms of a show, like you're typically just
Oh,
drawn
yeah.
to the
Oh,
front
yeah.
end
Especially
because-
a show.
because they're allowed to jump around like that. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
if you're
they're
a
not doing
guitarist, you got a fucking big piece of wood in front of you. If you're a drummer, you can't stand up. If you're a bassist, you're just you can't have a bassist.
Hey, whoa.
I mean, nobody. I know it
Whoa.
sucks, dude. I wish it wasn't that way, but nobody gives a flying fuck about
Okay,
bass
we're not
players.
fuck the show aspect of it. When you listen to a song
saying.
and the bass has been mastered right, and that bass comes through, and you just hear that doom doom, like you hear that shit in your fucking chest. That shit hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but that you need it for the whole. Each
I think
instrument.
you need to have an elite ear to catch these kind of things.
Yeah, I think we need to make that.
Or just
draw
elite
that-
ear to hear it all, yeah.
Yeah, we need to draw the difference in that because, like, if you're just listening to music, of course, I agree with Marshall. Everything matters. I pay attention to everything.
Yeah.
Probably, and I agree with you, Marshall. Vocals are probably like at the bottom of that list, but they're still there. Well, at a show, everything changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're
So,
talking
I-
just
I-
The
on
drums. I mean, just drums, I guess, because it's overtaken literally everything. You need
Yeah,
drums.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think I think it's in a constant, like all four, like let's say if it's a 4-piece band, I think all 4 instruments are constantly like in a race, and somebody will take the lead, like you'll really focus on vocals on a song, or then you'll hear something with the guitarist.
I was just about to say, like, some tracks are just written in a way where one instrument is popping off. Like, The Less I Know. You can't notice anything else but that bass. It's fucking sick.
Your Southern came out
Marshall.
so perfectly right there. You just like so Southern.
That was a nice bass tone.
That's what a bass sounds. Bass is Southern, bro.
I know. But it's like
it was made in Mississippi.
The beard and
The bass
everything.
was
You just
invented.
look like you should have a glass of iced tea on a rocking chair right now. I'm just like,
Just Southern pride, just enveloping Marshall. We got to see that
I
live.
sleep with a Confederate flag.
Oh my god.
God, retract that from the record. Joe, in the future, cut that. I appreciate you, my man.
Jeez.
No, I'm just kidding. Leave it in, Joe. Leave it in. No. Yeah, no, I think it does depend on the song, but I think me personally, I like bass players a lot, mainly because they get a lot of shit, and I kind of like the underdogs because I'll use yeah, 100%. Kublai Khan's Self-Destruct song where they have like a bass breakdown and it's so fucking good.
Yeah,
Like,
that shit's fire.
that just changed a lot of my perception on a lot of things. And then I started going to look for like bass heavy like tones, and I kind of fell in love with that. And that quickly became like my favorite thing to just look at shows, because if you got a good bass player, that bass player ain't really got to do a lot, right? You know, he's got like a few things he's got to follow along, but a lot of his shit's either open or very short, simple chords or whatever. That motherfucker is spinning. He is throwing the bass in the air. He's in the pit with you. I love the bass players. I fucking love bass players. They just doing it different.
I think they get a bad rep just because it's the instrument is
Guitarists
designed
steal
to
the
stay.
shows. They just
Yeah.
Well, it's and
like lead
the
and
reason-
everything. Yeah.
the reason why is because to the average person, especially who's not a musician, the bass is designed to sit in one frequency zone, and that frequency zone you can't really hear it. You can feel it, but if it's well mixed, it's very subtle. Guitarists are all in mid range, so
Also,
they steal shit.
A lot of people believe that the drums is what's keeping the beat, but a lot of bands is the bassist that's keeping the beat.
Yeah.
it's
Right,
where you get your rhythm.
But unfortunately for them, like I said, for the average person, it doesn't stand out enough. So most of the time they don't notice it. At a live show, it's different because you got a person there. You see, like especially if he's a great showman, it's really fun to watch. But unfortunately, they just get a bad rep, I think, because that instrument is designed for one frequency range that is hard to hear. If you're not paying attention to it.
That's why I find music interesting when the like Archspire, because the bass isn't doing that shit. It's fucking popping off. He's tapping and doing shit that you're supposed to do on a guitar. Fucking sick. So it's cool when music like that can derive the whole purpose of an instrument.
Very true.
Like the snare. Like you're supposed to fucking every half, what's it called, measure, hit that snare at least once. But blast beating, we're just like, fuck that. We're just gonna hit the shit out of it.
Up in a wreck shit. All right, we're back. Go ahead. What were you saying, Marshall? You were talking about drums and shit.
Dreams.
Dreams and drums.
What about 'em? Drums, they kick ass. They're cool.
You talked about how much
You heard
Eric
it
hates
here
blast
first.
beats.
Drums are for fun.
Fuck you. I don't hate blast beats. I hate solos. That could be fun to talk about.
I hate
What's
out
a-
of place solos. I hate solos that like, bro, what are you doing in here, bro? Get out of here. Like,
It's all out of place to me.
Stop it.
no. I
Damn.
feel like
What's an out of place solo?
I was listening to a
When
band.
they solo.
No. I was listening to I can't remember the name of the band, but this band had like this whole fucking beat down vibe, and I was like, this
You're
is
talking
great.
about Dissect.
Was it Dissect? Yeah, I really enjoyed a lot
I
of it.
saw it.
No, okay,
I saw you react to
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah,
right
you're
at the
like,
end, they ended with a solo.
the-
And I was just like,
yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is a banger. Like, I don't even care that he's trying to rap or none of that shit. But I was like, that solo, I was like, oh no, God. Like, I think even in my watch, I was like, I don't know about this solo.
Yeah, and it's not that it's bad. It's just
like,
put it
why
there?
is it
Why
there?
have it there at all?
If I'm listening to like more of like, it's gonna sound stupid, but maybe like like I listen to a lot of Coheed and Cambria, right? And that's a band that's got this big orchestral like feel to them, and like that makes sense. That feels good. And they even have songs where they do it. I wouldn't even call it a breakdown, but like something where it's like hard hitting at the end, and that makes sense. But like I feel like some bands, it's cool to throw in the guitar and just like I don't No, bro, sit the fuck down. Let the bassist do some cool shit. Sit down, guitarist.
You
I
just
don't-
hating at this point.
I don't.
Yeah, you just have too much of a hard on for basses.
Yeah.
No, that was just me. That was a little cherry on top. I mean, I like guitarists. I love a good guitarist. Don't get me wrong, and I love a good bassist. But like, as far as what Eric was just asking me, like, an out of place like fucking solo is just like whatever. Like, what are you doing here, step bro? Like, get out.
Yeah, for me, it takes me out of the song completely.
Yes.
Like when you're doing something like that, when you have a song, it's one cohesive thing, and as soon as you throw something like that into it, it takes me out. It makes the whole thing not so cohesive anymore. Plus, for me, like I'm more of a rhythm guy than anything, and I think my view on that stems from that is that I like breakdowns and cool intricate patterns and just rhythm, something that I can bang my head to.
I was just saying, you can't do that to a solo. You can't go.
No, I don't give a fuck about scales. I don't care how fast your fingers can go. I don't care what I don't care what pattern you create that just, with all these fucking high notes and shit. I just don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
So when
There's
it's
a time and
placed
a
in a
place.
song, yeah, and especially like you made a good point saying that like a band like Coheed and Cambria, it makes sense in that, and it does. I just think when you have like a fucking hardcore track or a beatdown track or even like with metalcore, it makes a little bit more sense because those are all like the shredder guys. They love shredding anyway. They come up with riffs that are basically fucking solos anyway.
Yeah.
So I understand that. But when it's in like heavier stuff, it's fine. Like bands obviously do what you want. I'm not telling people not to do something. I'm just saying I've never liked it. I probably never will.
You heard it
It's
here first, folks. Eric said, "Don't do it."
Maybe just skip over it. It's fine. I don't know. I just never liked it.
I like solos. They're cool.
A lot of people, most people do. Yeah. I know I'm not in the norm.
Yeah, I don't mind them.
Me and Eric are the elite. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like
Apparently.
all the bands that I grew up on was like Necrophages and Rings of Saturn and Infinite Annihilator.
Yeah.
Shredders.
Yeah.
I love Shredders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think in that dynamic, like, it makes sense. Like, I don't know, like a solo in those, like an Infinite Annihilator's fucking solo. I'm like, fuck yeah, like this is tough. Like, because it kind of fits the pacing. Like, it just it makes sense for it. Like, this is fucking tough. Like,
he hears like some neoclassical shredding ass fucking skills.
I'm all for it. I'm like, this is tough. Dude, they're fucking yoked out of their mind. No, I mean, just in that sense, it makes sense to me. Like, but if I'm listening to a beatdown or like breakdown intensive band, I'm like, what the fuck? Get the shit out of here. I'm not listening to dad rock. Like, come on. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
What?
I don't want to listen to no fucking solos, no beatdown. That's just
you
me.
heard
Though.
it here first. Nickelback is just beat down with solos.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah, I think like even in a band like that, like Infant, I still don't care. Like I'll listen to it because I like the band. Like I'll get through it.
those
I'll
music
live.
videos. I'm having a
But
flashback.
yeah, I just don't like them, and it's not a big deal. Like I just don't like them. Joe, you don't like solos in certain genres. I don't like them in any genre. I think that's the interesting thing. Like I don't give a fuck what you're playing. Don't solo.
Don't do it. That's
Just
not
don't.
cool.
You don't even like.
Bro, just
you
hit the
don't
whammy bar, bro.
appreciate- You don't appreciate like Santana solos or nothing.
Oh,
I never said I don't appreciate them. I just don't
we're
like
getting
them.
a little. Hey, that's
no. It's
my,
it's a good question.
little
that
bit
is
of Cliff
my
Dover,
messiah.
you
I
know?
love
It's
Santana. Okay.
It's a great question. Of course, I can appreciate the musicianship and the talent and the hard work and dedication that it takes to get to a point like that where you can create something like that, let alone play it. That's amazing. Doesn't mean I don't like how they sound. I just don't like them.
You just don't prefer
Yeah.
it. You know,
Yeah,
I don't prefer a lot of solo acts like Polyphia. Like I'm not gonna sit around and listen to them all day. Or any time.
And they're fucking amazing, by the way.
Yeah, they're
so
awesome.
good.
I think they're cool. Yeah, they're really
Yeah.
cool. But I'm not trying to listen to no solo stuff like that ever.
Nope.
Instrumentals is what I'm trying to say.
Every once in a while, like if this was like a perfect world for me and I was just living in my own little bubble, which I still try to do, by the way, I would just, go on the internet and be like, shredding. That's where I want to see that stuff. I don't want it to infect every song that I'm listening to. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah,
fair.
definitely.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I love basses. No, I'm just kidding. No, I just fucking, you know, a bass solo every now and then would be nice. That's all I'm saying.
I like the triangle players.
Bass
I like
solos
those
are
guys.
dope.
Those guys go
my
hard.
Bass
God.
solos are awesome,
They
dude.
are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You like
I
Infinite Annihilator, dude. Well, I cannot remember that song, but he's like got like a little Seinfeld bass solo in the middle of a fucking breakdown. I was like,
Yeah.
this is amazing. I love this.
I don't know. I mean, I play a little bass myself, and I think that's probably a good chunk of it. And also, the other chunk of it is I'm born and raised in Memphis, and blues is such a big thing. And you see a lot of street performers do a lot of stuff with a bass guitar here. And on Beale Street, that they have a lot of different performers, or they have a lot of jazz and blues heavy bands that come out, and it's just so fun to watch. Like, I don't know, something about bass players. Like, you see a guitarist and they're like shredding, and they're like, like they have their mouth open and shit or whatever. Blues players are like, like their whole body like contorts, and it's so fucking funny to watch, and it's so cool.
It's one of my favorite things to watch too. The faces that people make when they're playing.
Yeah,
It's so specific.
That's funny.
Oh my
It's because
God.
they only use one scale the entire genre.
Oh my God. Whenever my best friend Ian, whenever he plays on his guitar, I've made fun of him for years, but like he just does this thing with his lips where he's just like, and he like tries to kiss you and he goes in and out. He just, every time he does something, and I'm like, are you okay? Like when I first met him, I was like, do you have a twitch of some sort? I don't know about.
I think
Yeah.
I think
a lip twitch.
it requires you to be like really good at an instrument to make faces like that.
What's
Because
your-
when I play,
It's cold. I mean,
I don't make
yeah.
any faces.
You don't make any faces?
No, dude.
I don't do
I-
that shit. You don't ask me
I-
there.
I try not to, but like
I
I
don't.
I do it on purpose. Like when I hit pitch harmonic, I'm like, I'm in there, dude.
Bro.
Yeah, I think you have to be good in order to make faces because I don't. Yeah, you got to be like shredding and hit that. Yeah, hit
Yeah,
the fucking
I'm
pinch
pretty-
You're telling
harmonic,
me
grab
right
the
now-
whammy and go.
You're not recording shit. You're not like crab coring right now. Like at least.
No, I'm boring as fuck, dog. I'm recording. I'm like.
Yeah, recording. You don't have to make any faces. You know, just
Fuck that. I don't know. I can't even play Halo without being like, ah!
that means.
I'm fucking going through it 24/7. That is a fucking fact. Oh, imagine me playing an instrument like that. Oh my God. I've never gotten that good to where I can sit there and play a song
Yeah,
or
me
two.
either.
I can't do all that yet. Like I also just don't have the equipment that I want. But if I ever get to that point, I'm gonna specifically practice on making dumbass faces and then just come over here and just be like, and just fuck with y'all the entire slap that bitch with my thumb.
It's a very important piece of the puzzle.
I feel like it's entertaining. And like I said, metal bass players, oh my fucking God. It's my favorite. Like I can't remember what show I was at. I think I was at an Acacia Strain show at Growlers, and the bass, somebody from one of the other bands, I can't remember, the bass player legit just dropped down because he had a wireless setup and just ran up in the pit and was just throwing his bass around. And I was like,
Yeah.
this is amazing.
Yeah, I went to that
Please
tour
hit me.
too, and when I was watching him, he was just throwing his bass around.
Was it Acacia Strain? I'm pretty sure it was.
You talking about the bald dude
It,
with the?
it was either Acacia
Yes,
Strain
it
or
was
August
Acacia
Burns
Strain
Red.
then. Nah, I was 100% Acacia Strain because that big motherfucker, I was
Okay.
like, please hit me.
Yeah,
That'd be
he's
lit.
huge. He's huge. Yeah.
It's like the bassist for Veil of Maya too. He just looks like a spider when he's on stage.
Oh my
I remember
God.
watching them live. He's like,
I have to remember this tour that I went on a long time ago. Let's see. I don't remember if Acacia was there.
Is it Acacia or Acacia?
Acacia.
I've only heard Acacia.
I've only heard Acacia as well. I feel like,
Yeah, me too.
you know, Marshall came over to
What?
my house one time and we got into about 25-minute fight about the pronunciation of salmon. And I still to this day want to fight him about this.
Well,
Is it
how do
sa-
you how do you
It's
how do you
salmon.
pronounce Oceano? Do you pronounce it like
Oceana.
that? Okay.
Oceano.
Oceano. Is that what you wanted me to say?
No,
Oh, I think it's cadaver too. When you're talking about waking the cadaver.
Cadaver. I
Cadaver.
don't know what the fuck. I'll admit I don't
Cadaver.
know how to say that one.
I'm pretty sure it's cadaver.
I don't know that one.
Cadaver.
I've been wanting to fight Marshall for so many petty reasons. It's ridiculous. Oh my God. Melee. Don't melee.
right? Just shoot him.
Dead ass. That Facebook post, Marshall, I know that was targeted to me. 100%. You know what I'm talking
No,
about
it
too.
was not
100%.
even.
You
It
should
was not
next time
even.
just at me, okay?
It was not even.
100%.
If you feel like you fit if it quacks like a duck, it looks like a duck, then it's a goddamn duck, bro.
No, it rhymes with duck.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Fuck.
here's this tour I went on back in fucking
This is passive
2011,
aggressive as
dude.
fuck. Let's go.
Back in 2011, it was Whitechapel, Acacia strain,
Acacia strain. There you go. Good job, babe.
Veil of Maya, Chelsea Grin, and I Declare War. That shit
Wow.
was fucking lit.
Nutty.
I remember that shit.
Fucking. I mean, when that dude got in the pit, like I've seen it at a couple shows, like on videos and stuff, but like, God, there's something about it. I was like, can he do that? Like, I'm sitting there like, is this allowed?
Is that
Like,
allowed?
Yeah.
Can I get you a drink? Come on, sir. I got you.
Like WWE.
Oh my
God, JR.
That's how it is.
You
sometimes.
killed him.
I remember I saw Slipknot and Clown went out there with his baseball bat, just
Oh
walking around
my
like this. It was like up on his shoulder, and he was just like this. And I was like, "Fuck that, dog!"
That's like
Yeah,
a
I'm outta
terrible
here.
time.
Like, I'll stand back a couple feet.
I love when bands do that shit. They need to do more like that. I want to see more vocalists do that, and not just vocalists like standing on top of the fucking guardrail and like holding someone's hand. No, I watched. Did you see that Slaughter to Prevail video where fucking Alex Terrible timed the breakdown and jumped into the crowd like full force?
Yeah.
I
That was-
shared it
yeah,
on
I'm-
Instagram.
I'm
It was
gonna
the
say-
most intense thing I think I've ever seen.
Everyone died.
Oh, 100%.
Everyone. The whole crowd.
Bad technique though. Did you see the way
Yeah,
he jumped? Like,
It was a cannonball. He cannonballed
Yeah.
that. Oh no,
That-
100%. He needs somebody. 100%.
no, I just think he needs a little bit more of a grasp on like aerodynamics. When you jump out into the crowd, you need to starfish so
Yeah.
people can catch
Everyone
you.
grab me, please.
You don't need to jump out the crowd in cannonball, okay?
You know,
What-
usually
that's how you die.
it's like 5
Son of
feet,
beach.
5 feet, 10 feet. This motherfucker went 35 feet. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, everyone below him. Son of beach.
hey, future Joe, please put that clip right here on the logo. Thank you, please. Oh my God, that is like a little 10-second. That drop. I mean, it was impressive, and at the same time, it was like, I wish I was at that show. I want to get kneed in the fucking mouth by Alex Terrible. That'd be cool.
Oh, God.
I'm good.
The fucking AK-47 carrying motherfucker. Yes, sign me the fuck
Yeah,
up.
he's been making some questionable decisions though.
His social media. Have you
It's
seen him
very
on Instagram?
questionable.
His Instagram is he part of the mob?
The
mafia?
only thing I can pay attention to now is his fucking teeth and the giant scar on his face.
He is very
Yeah, the
scary to
song is
look at.
questionable.
Very scary
Yeah.
man. And
No, not anymore.
I think he's
He looks
scary.
like a dude. His teeth. Okay, I can't even put it into words, bro. Why? When you fix your teeth like that, when you get new, like whether it's fucking dentures or whatever, which it looks like he's got dentures now because they're so goddamn white, you can choose the
veneers.
hue.
That's what they are. He's got veneers.
Veneers, yeah.
Yeah.
You can choose the hue, bro. This dude went like ultra white, damn near glow in the dark. It looks scary. Like not good scary. It's like
Maybe.
creepy. It's like
That's probably what he was
No,
going for. He's
no.
like, let me fuck with
No.
y'all a little bit.
and then he goes ahead and does scarification on his face.
Wait,
Yeah.
Which
I'm not a big fan of
Yeah.
scarification.
He's
I
got a
understand
scar
it, but I'm not a big
face.
fan of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
like
and
on
it's
the
not-
side,
kind
like,
of
right
scar.
by his eye.
What kind of
Yeah,
scar? It's
yeah.
a fucking
A fat
3-inch
one.
deep cut from here all the way down here. It looks disgusting, dude.
I
It
respect
looks
the
so
body art.
bad.
I respect the body art.
That's-
But I cannot do
That's
it.
it's
I
not a
can't.
design,
Scar-
bro. It's not
Scars
art.
isn't like art. Scars
No.
like stories. Like
No,
you're
but-
you're a Spartan
Well,
warrior.
if you look
Yeah,
up,
but you gotta earn
Get a
that shit.
tattoo
Okay.
artist that said,
gotta
"Fuck
earn
me up,
it."
cuz."
No, what they-
right
I
about
mean,
me.
what happened, dude.
what they do though
It's
is like,
like-
they do a stencil almost of whatever you want, and then they take a blade
I
and
know,
they
but
cut
this-
all this shit. Well, Marshall didn't know. They cut
Normally.
all the shit out and then
That's
let
what
it
I said.
heal.
Fuck me up right here. That's what happened.
That's fucked. I mean, but like, it's so deep that they have. It's like, I don't know. That
Bro,
motherfucker.
this-
I think he's
but
scary
this joke
regardless.
But this wasn't that. He literally just said, "Cut me from here to here," and it's, bro. It still looks. He got it done, I think, like a month or 2 months ago, a long time ago, a while, and it still looks horrid.
I can't handle.
I mean, he wears a
body
mask all the
mods
time.
Like
He's fine.
that.
But he
Like,
wasn't, dude. Look at the Moscow show that they just did. This was like what, a couple weeks after he had that done, and he goes and plays a show. All I could think about was the sweat getting in there, and the fucking the green pus and shit. I was like,
Oh,
it was the same
Oh,
show that he
that's a good
jumped
point.
out and did that thing. when I first saw it, bro, I thought it was like some effects makeup. Like he was.
Yeah, me too.
Like
I
he
did
was
too.
part of the show.
It took me a minute to realize it was real. Yeah.
And then I went on his Instagram. I'm like, no fucking way, dude. He did not.
I can't handle crazy body mods like you know the ones where they insert something right here and it's like horns and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh.
silicone and
Yeah.
oof.
Oh, bro, it's like,
Nah, dude.
I
Like
mean,
tattoos could be considered a body modification, but
yeah.
like to even bring those into the same conversation, I feel like
Right.
is so disingenuous. They're so
the
different.
only one I can get behind is split tongues. That's kind of sexy. That's,
yeah, 100%. Solid. Yeah, no, no, no.
Yeah, or
I
the
wouldn't
gauged
do it.
ears.
I wouldn't
sometimes
yeah,
do it.
fine.
gauged ears are cool.
Yeah.
Wait, are your ears gauged?
Mm-mm.
Were they
No, I got
ever at
the
one point?
fake ones? Fuck no.
Oh, you wet.
I tried.
What about you, Joe? You? Oh yeah, of course.
I tried. I tried to get that far. Couldn't do it.
Really?
Wait, you just didn't like it?
I did it.
No, it's not that I didn't like it. My ears wouldn't fucking do it. I'd be
Oh,
jamming shit through there, and they were just like,
Oh.
nope.
Yeah, there's
Really?
yeah, you gotta. It's a finesse game for sure.
Yeah, I was
respect-
over it by like the third week. I was like, no, I'm good.
It took me 6 months to get to the size I was happy. Yeah.
That's how I was, bro. As soon as I got to the size I wanted, I was like, "This is kind of lame."
This is kinda lame.
About it.
Jesus Christ. No, I respect body art. You know, the horns and all. Do you express yourself? Cool. I agree with
Don't
you though.
hurt
The
me
split
none.
tongue. Yeah, exactly. The split tongue, cool. But like, I think the worst
mean,
one for me
sure.
is the one where they gauge like their fucking cheeks or like their
Like right
cupid
here.
or that.
Again,
I'm like, that's cool, but like, why?
is it
How-
though?
How did the
Like, I'm like,
the
cool for you.
Disturbed-
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, all right.
respect you,
How did
cuz.
the
Like, you do you. You be a free
Disturbed
fry.
vocalist, dude. You remember the old school Disturbed vocalist? He had like
Yeah.
the
He
things
still
right
has
here.
it. He still has
Yeah.
it.
How?
No, he
how
doesn't
was
have
it-
them anymore.
Oh, he
how
take
was
them
it
out?
like a hoop?
I think so. I
How
saw
was
like a
it?
recent show of theirs.
It's not a
and
hoop.
it's-
What it
it's
is,
gone.
it's like under here you have like a thing that kind of holds them together. I
Yeah,
watched
it
a
was
video on it.
That was just like a piercing, really.
Yeah, it
like
was just a
wasn't.
piercing.
Nothing was stretched.
Oh, okay.
Nothing
I
was.
thought it was all like just like
No.
implanted in there?
No,
No,
you know, it's just a
no.
piercing. There's just like a little
Yeah.
classic hook.
They're
down
just
there.
big metal like hooks almost.
Yeah.
They're just sitting there. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
it's-
don't think he
that's
has them
lame.
in there anymore, and he looks a lot different.
I mean, I've got
You
my.
think he looks different.
I've
Yeah, it's
got-
crazy because you've seen him like that for what, 15 years,
yeah.
20 years.
I can't
And
imagine
They're just
it.
gone, and you're like, what?
Whose man
Where's
is
your
this?
metal goatee, bro?
Exactly.
Where'd it go?
I had my lips pierced. I had snake bites when I was younger, and I had my eyebrow pierced, and I really fucking hated it. I thought it looked cool, and then like, dude, just eating with those things was a nuisance. Doing any kind of mouth-related activities were really difficult. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyway, I can't imagine what these fucking things would get caught on. My nipple rings would get caught on everything. I couldn't fucking stand any of it.
You had nipple rings?
I had them until my leg surgery or my ankle surgery, and then I had to take them out, and then they closed up. I actually just scheduled to go get them re-pierced along with a new tattoo.
Oh, no.
New tattoo
No.
next week. No, man. It looks good with my tattoo. I have a chest piece, and it looks good with the tattoo.
Fallout notification. Everyone disliked that.
That's fine. Yeah, I got my nipples pierced, and I don't know. I wanted to try it, and I really liked it. I didn't
What,
like any of the facial piercings that I had. I like my nose, but everything else I
Yeah.
didn't. I wasn't a
What
big fan
about
of.
Prince Albert?
I had to get talked out of that several times.
Were you
Couldn't be me.
really considering that?
Yeah, 100%,
Couldn't be me.
110%.
You wanted-
but
Like,
not,
I think-
but not like in a. I'm trying to think of how I could put it. Not in like a sexual way. Like I was like, let me get this because it looks sexy. I wanted it more or less because I.
What other? Why?
All right, it's gonna sound fucked up, and listeners, I might cut this. Who knows? I wanted it to enhance the toughness of my already massive dog.
Oh my god.
I wanted my dick to be like, "Welcome to the Salty Spittoon. How tough are you?"
Oh my god.
It was like an 18,
Oh,
19-year-old thing that I was thinking about, and I don't know. I really thought it would look cool, and I liked the idea of it, and I can't explain the reason why. Eric, don't judge me, okay? I have red hair. You can't really sit there and do all that. I'm just saying. I considered it at one point, but I got talked out of it, and I was like, you know what? Probably not the best move. I like my dick the way it is.
Yeah.
I just that's like the one spot you don't want to do that on, you know, right? Like, am I wrong?
No.
Like-
It depends on where, and that's the problem a lot of people make. Is like some people think, oh, put it on the head. That'll be cool. No, you
I
can do
would-
stuff.
I
I
would
see people that
think-
do stuff around the excess skin parts. That's where
I
they would do it.
think anywhere.
This is a
would
comedy
suck.
podcast, comedy metal podcast, by the way.
Would suck.
Jesus.
Anywhere would suck. Like especially for girls, bro. Getting the bean, the bean.
The beat.
It's how he said it. The bean?
Dude, I need a clip of that for the soundboard. Oh my god. What the fuck?
I considered it. It would have been. I thought it would have been cool, but I mean, I literally like what I did was I looked at all the pros and all the cons. Like, looks cool. Cons, lots of tanglement issues.
Yeah.
Let's not.
A lot of cons.
Yeah. So
But,
it was more of an
even for that-
aesthetic thing. That's all it was. It wasn't anything. It was
Even
like
for that one pro. Even for the one pro,
Not
dude.
worth.
Like, and it's
I
is it a
didn't
pro?
do it.
It looks. If you think it looks cool for you, right? Who the fuck is
would
going
be
to see it?
going
Your
to the
significant other, and that's it.
Yeah, you could be going to the airport and you'd walk through the metal detector and they'll be like, "What you got?" And you'd be
Yeah,
like,
yeah, and I get to show everybody my wang. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, Joe just wants excuses to pull out his dick.
I think
It
that's what
is
it's coming down
what
to.
it is. No,
Joe just wants everywhere he goes. He just wants to.
next time I come over, he's like, "Hey, you want to see my dick ring?"
Have I showed you my cock ring
no,
yet?
no, no. All right, you're gonna
you
give
sure?
everyone the wrong impression of me. That's not what I was trying to do.
Are
No.
you? I mean, because are you sure? I can pull it out
this
right
is,
now.
This is exactly how Joseph is.
I know you want to see it. Let me pull it out.
It's my only personality
Just let me.
trait. It's my dick.
Showing your dick.
God, no, I thought aesthetically it looked cool, and then I like I said, on comment on that, like it's not like
Dude watched Queen of the Damned one time and thought he needed his dick pierced.
No.
Oh god.
I watched it 3 times. Was like, you know what? I'm doing it. No, I love that movie. No, I was thinking at the time I could do some different jewelry with it, and you can, because like with your nipples, it doesn't have to just be like a metal bar and that's it. You can do a lot of cool shit with it, and it just depends on what kind of jewelry you can find. So at the time I was like, maybe.
You should have got one of those like foxtail butt plugs and connected it with like those,
Already got 'em,
sometimes
babe.
In India, they wear like the what is it, from the ear to the nose? You could have done that from the tip of your dick to your butthole. That would have looked fucking perfect. Why don't you do that? Or you could go from like tip of dick through the gooch.
Hey man, all I'm saying
the
is
butt plug.
my birthday's coming up, Eric. If you want to give me a gift,
Hey,
don't threaten me with a good
YouTube-
time, man.
these YouTube videos gonna be beep, 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 beep.
Oh yeah.
I get,
Oh, yeah.
I'll bleep all this shit.
No, don't bleep it. We're not even close to
Oh.
monetization. Fucking leave
No,
this
it'll
shit
be
up
fine.
there.
We
Fuck
haven't
them,
had
dude.
one red flag on any of our videos yet. It'll be fine. And the
Ooh,
listeners,
it's coming.
the folks that do
have a
listen to the
counter.
pod, they do enjoy the fucking shenanigans. So I'm right with
It's
it.
coming.
Have a counter for each time we said butt plug this podcast.
Oh god.
Oh, I'm gonna get a soundboard and just, just start spamming it. Okay. Let's switch gears. Let's get away from the genital area. We've talked music.
The genital area.
Let's get back on topic. Brass tacks. No. So I think Eric, you wanted to talk about some content stuff that we had planned for the year, or what we want to plan on doing, or fun stuff, which I'm all for. I'll let you take reins on this topic because we've been talking a lot about my dick the past like 10 minutes. I need to breathe. I'll be honest.
No, I think we all kind of joined together and met each other later in the year, so I think that this year should be plentiful with content. We got this. We're doing a lot of gaming stuff. I mean, all of us basically stream, and Dennis is the only one here that doesn't really stream, but he's always there anyway. So we're always together. We're always creating more content. We have plans for the Uno stuff, which I think we could do like maybe once a month. I think that would be fun. Just get together and get fucking.
I'm gonna buy a
wasted
bottle
and
of
do
something,
stupid
so
shit.
I'm 100% invested in this Uno night.
Custom games in Halo, random games.
I just thought of we could do podcast and Uno at the same time.
Good
could.
idea.
Yeah, could do that.
I could probably fit that on here. I think I would just have to come up with a layout for the podcast.
Oh yeah,
Because I'm streaming everything or recording everything from so I would just have to come up with a layout, and that's doable. That's not impossible.
Yeah. And all of us have our own individual stuff going on too, which again, at the end of every video, Joe says you can find all of our social medias, and so just go check that stuff out as well. But yeah, it should be a pretty eventful year, I think, and I'm looking forward to it.
So can I ask you a question on that, just out of curiosity?
Yeah.
I know I always talk about like things I want to do with content and stuff. Do you have any like crazy streams, anything like that lined up, or like projects you're working on behind the scenes that you can maybe tease? And for the elite, they listen to the pod, they're like, oh, I got the inside scoop on what Eric's gonna do. The elite.
No, the thing that I was working on, and it wasn't so behind the scenes. Like if you're in my Discord or in my community at all, you're pretty up to date on things. I try and make sure that I do that. But I just released the EP. People seem to like it. I'm very proud of this one. Right now, I'm mainly focusing on the audio engineering side of things, not so much the music itself. I feel like for me, I can only really focus on one thing at a time. And right now, I'm focusing on getting the sound quality to where I want it. I need to learn still quite a bit about the production side of things and using plugins and all that crazy shit that happens when you're focusing on audio engineering. So I'm mainly focusing on that. And this EP was a big step up for me. And I'm really happy with it. And yeah, that was what I was working on somewhat behind the scenes for a while. That's out now. And I'm sure here in a few days, I got a project coming up with Dead Meat Dirk. He's another streamer as well.
Wow.
Yeah, so he asked me to do something with him. So him and I are working on something with some other people as well. He's got like 3 people on this one project, and that should be pretty cool. I don't know when that's gonna. Hopefully by April that'll be out.
Cool, man. Proud of you.
Simultaneously, I'll keep putting out my own music and stuff like that. Probably do another EP within the next 4 or 5 months too. So a lot of stuff.
I may have asked you before. I'll quit.
You haven't heard the EP yet, have you, Joe?
The new one?
Yeah, Lights Out.
No.
Don't listen to it. I'll throw a request in for stream or something.
Was it so you've already released it?
Yeah. A few days ago.
Yeah, it's on everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dennis,
congratulations! I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, I listened
had
to
no
it
idea.
yesterday or a couple of days ago.
I haven't talked to Dennis about it. What did you think? Don't fucking lie to me, dog.
No, honestly, I really loved it. I loved the Lights Out and then fucking the last track, Hipster.
Yeah, I did a diss track to Amy, and I put it on there.
To Amy? Oh wow.
Yeah.
I may have asked you
great.
before too, but I mean, have you ever thought about doing like the whole mask, like a mask stream? Like, I really want to know about your process on how you do some of that stuff too, just to get away from music and gaming. Like, that's just something I'm always like an IRL. Like, I want to see you make a mask. That'd be really fucking cool. I've never seen that process. That's just me personally. But I mean, have you thought about that before?
I've thought about it, but right now I've taken a break from it just because it's really expensive. It's, like,
understandable.
I wish I could do it. I really wish. And eventually I'll get back into it for sure. It's just the financial situation. It costs a lot. There's a lot of factors that go into making something like that, and a lot of supplies you need to buy. And if you can't at least make your money back, you got to make that executive decision as an adult. Do I really need to be pushing this much money into something that's, yes, it brings me joy, but
this is like one of my prize collections, by the way. I want everyone to know. This thing sits on top of my stream PC, cascaded in a bunch of red and black foam. I love this thing. But the only thing I hate is that my hair is so much. Yeah. So like, I want to try to figure out a way to kind of blend this one day if I really want to make a Halloween costume out of it.
Just that with a hood, honestly, is the way to go.
This shit is so. When I told you were like, hey, you know, what kind of mask would you want? And I was like, I like Deadpool. And you're like, all right. This was it. And I was like, let's go. I fucking love it.
Easy.
Yeah. No. I'd love to talk about it, but it's unfortunately, like, people just don't give a shit, and it is what it is. Like, I'm fine with that. I know it's a very niche thing.
I can understand.
Yeah. But I don't think there's enough people that are like, I really want to see this content. So it's something that I definitely consider in the future, but right now I don't think so.
Understandable. Yeah. We were talking on like just the subject of like new projects around the year and stuff like that, you know, and what we want to do. So I was just curious on that. That's just me being like a nerd, wanting to know how some of this, and a horror nerd rather, just want to learn how some of this.
I love talking about stuff like that too. So I really would like to do that one day, but in the future, maybe.
Let me know. I want to be a part of that, some way, somehow. Marshall, what about you? What you got planned for the year? What do you want to see done and all that stuff?
I want to be in a team by the end of the year.
For Halo
team.
Yeah.
We've been talking about that, and I'm 100% invested in that. I'm going to invest my money. My Bitcoins are going in that.
I see that being very accomplishable.
Possibility. Yeah, very good possibility.
Yeah,
1,700.
You're in there.
Yeah.
What else, Marshall? I know there's. Is it just the team? That's it. Wow.
Yeah, that's all I want to do, dude. I just want to be goated.
I think I'm on the same page with you on that. I want to really get competitive this year. I complained a lot last year about certain games, Apex. and Call of Duty. Just games that I thought were gonna be fun for me to play that just got really sweaty and really try hardish. Halo, I feel like I can just play it and just focus on the skill part, and that's what I'm really enjoying about it. So I really want to pursue that whole thing with you. We talked about it the other night when you came to the house, getting a team together, trying to compete in tournaments, learning shit, and taking it. This is one of those rare games I can take seriously, but still fucking have fun in. Like, we were getting stomped last night. I don't want to talk about too much, but it's a sore topic. But I was having a fucking blast though. Like, regardless, just sitting here shooting the shit with you guys is the best. As far as my content and stuff goes, everyone knows I'm taking a step back from YouTube and reaction videos and focusing on TikTok and a lot of short form content. I want to master that short form so I can perfect long form content. And I think that's what I need to do. And over the past like week, just posting once a day, I've gained a good little 60 something followers on TikTok, which is from being stagnant and not having really any kind of traffic to having traffic. And it's been really nice. And I'm steadily going up, and I really want to get better with TikTok and Twitter. I want to learn more about learn more about marketing and how to social media market a little bit better. And at the little cherry on top, I want to do really dumb streams. My birthday's coming up, and I have some really dumb, crazy punishments planned for stream that I'm gonna regret. I'm not looking forward to. That it's gonna be fun. It'll be interactive, and I want to do more interactive shit with my community. And I'm gonna annoy the fuck out of everybody. And then lastly, I'm looking forward to doing more shit with the podcast, getting some more guests on here, having some more friends come on here, get some more outside opinions, have some more conversations. And you know, that's the kind of thing I'm kind of into. I like the conversations. I like how stupid we get. Talk about butt plugs in my PP.
Jeez.
Leave me alone.
Questionable decisions.
It's a comedy music podcast. Get over it, everybody.
I should have mentioned my TikTok too, because it's been fucking blowing up.
Hey, yeah.
I'm getting tens of likes now.
Tens of likes.
That's my thing too. Is I feel like what Eric said earlier, like we got to know each other a little bit late in the year. This year's gonna be we have a partnership going on where we're always in each other's streams and shit, and it's kind of fucking funny. It's about to get ignorant, and I think we're gonna get I don't know. I wanna figure out a way how we could all have this webcam set up and then stream and like have it all together. I'm about to figure something else. We can all co-stream properly for a game or something. It'd be really fucking funny.
I thought you could co-stream on Twitch, bro.
Yeah,
so you
I've seen other streamers do it.
There's websites you can do. So like, I'm saying like this webcam setup would be cool. But we like when you and me streamed. I can't remember what game it was, Marshall. I think it was Master Chief Collection or something. I can't remember. But I just put in a link and it just co-streamed us, and we, you know, people can click the link and see all four of our POVs if we wanted to. Whatever. So I mean, we'll mess around. We can do some cool projects. I definitely like the idea of party game nights. Uno's gonna be lit, but I have more party games that I've.
No, yeah, just any game really, just something new.
Yeah.
Is Joseph the only other person with the Switch? Y'all have any Nintendo Switches?
No.
Damn.
Try to get everybody to play Super Smash Brothers so you can bait him.
No.
He was like, "Come on, bro, it'll be fun. We'll play Super Smash Brothers," and then we played Super Smash Brothers. I won 0 out of 15 games. Motherfucker stomped me on stream, and I was like, "You know what? I'm never doing this again."
Yeah, if I ever want to get spanked, quite literally, yeah, I'll come at you, Marshall.
No, man, we could play like Mario Kart or something.
Mario Party would be lit too, even though you cheated that too. Anything Mario related, I really fucking hate you at.
Video game related, bruh. I'm gonna smack cheeks.
Anyway, there's a whole year ahead of us. Lots of content we can do. Lots of fun, goofy shit, just all in all. And I'm really excited about it. I think we're gonna have some fun. And I'm getting ready to open up my schedule a little bit more coming up here, hopefully in March. This is what I'm looking at. March, I'll be able to go from 2 days a week to hopefully 3 or 4. That's the move. That's what I'm hoping for.
Okay.
We can make that happen. We're gonna make it happen. But does anybody else have anything else? Dennis, actually, I want to know, what are your goals? I know you said about jujitsu and shit, but like, do you have any other outside like goals that you want to try to hit this year, or anything you want to plan on doing this year? Dad of the stream.
No, just still go to whatever shows that look good. Probably. I don't know.
I want to get you a computer this year. I'm gonna have to figure out a way. When's your birthday?
I was gonna say maybe start streaming. My birthday's in March.
Fuck, that's My birthday.
Yeah, it's too soon.
It's too soon. I
Yeah.
don't have that money.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
I'm gonna set up a stream goal, and it's just like Dennis's new PC. And I'm just gonna let the community buy you a PC.
Oh my god.
I guarantee they'd probably do it. Those fucking hooligans love
Send me
you.
the link. I'll pitch in.
Well, I'll finesse that. I'll make that happen. I know some people.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the year, man. This year's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
We just about reached our time on the pod. I think it's time to say goodbye, guys.
Bye.
No, that's not what I meant. Outros. Okay, real quick, listeners,
Bye.
don't.
Later. Out of the call.
Listeners, viewers.
Yeah.
She said, everybody just leaves. You can catch us all streaming twitch.tv/xsuperherojoex.
You can catch me on my stream at twitch./chiplet6. Chiplet6 on all social medias.
I hate him.
Is that me? Are you pointing at me?
Yes, you're just like,
Okay,
push that slide media. Oh, I'm crying. And then at Ekis Cult on twitch.tv and on YouTube. Show some love, even though he is just angry all the time.
Angry man.
Always mad.
And Dennis is at What It Is 98 on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast today. We love you. We will catch you guys on the next episode. Play the outro. Pain.